Excuse me, that dinky ass music isn't dinky. That's the soundtrack to.
Can you? Are you able to change the? No.
What?
Are you able to change the music that's on the stream right now, or didn't?
There's no music playing anymore, so.
Oh.
Wow.
So you should change it to the awesome.
No, it'd be really cool if Sans wasn't destroying the fucking aspect of this. Is he gonna tell us a Reddit story again?
Oh yeah, you need me to tell this story before the stream gets taken down?
What?
Taken down.
Yeah, I got smited.
You know what? My limbs aren't gonna reach. You know, I'll just make it myself. I'll do this one instead. This will definitely work.
Okay.
Fine, if you don't want me here, I'll just leave.
I forgot. What
There you
my
go.
What's so
reaction
funny?
is.
Try.
I opened my browser to get
Mari,
some pictures from
Mari, I
reacting.
spoke
What
out
else
of
it is?
Okay, let me see.
Oh, Kanata.
The wonder of art again.
Yeah. I was like, that's not the last one I drew either.
Wow. I forgot.
Anyway. We're here.
I was gonna say it's throwing me off that it's playing the fucking like 3DS sounds I remember from my theme that I had on my 3DS.
Yeah, I'm still Kanata.
Hey,
Mario-
Javier.
This is actually
Well,
my first time
oh.
playing this, so.
I decided to be
Same.
Kanata last night. No, 2 nights ago.
What?
on Prairie with my-
He's the president!
Outro.
Ah!
I'm Kanata.
Oh, my internet's already dead. World record.
World record.
Lucky.
Alright, so who's gonna be who?
Well, we already know who Apollo is.
It's Ethan.
Is it you, Stella? Are you Apollo?
No.
No. It's shot time! It was Igor.
You lose. Good day, sir! Ah!
Ah!
Press E!
Mash you to dodge. Oh, you missed.
Yeah, press X.
Oh, sorry, man. I missed the
The
QTE.
fuck? Apollo's dead?
Oh,
I
so the
should
game's
be in
over?
trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cop should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. should it come to that?
Hey, what? Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I recognize this room. The Reasing Acid.
Holy
I'm enjoying
shit!
the painting.
It's 4:20. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Well, I can admit it. I'm nervous.
I'm so happy. Me too.
Oh, it's who wants
Good
to be
morning,
hit?
sir.
Try.
What? You look tense. Fuck, I don't know what I'm supposed to do for this guy. You look. No, I don't know.
Just read the line.
I
Did you just
should
give
do
up?
that.
Yeah, I think this is gonna Ethan's guy.
Yeah,
What?
this is definitely Ethan's character. This is your character, bro.
All right, Ethan.
Hands, Justin. Wound up tight.
What? Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine.
That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial. And it's a homicide, I guess. Justice doesn't sound small, eh?
I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine.
Oh, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your voice.
I overdid it again.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift.
Drift gone, sir. I'm all over that drift.
As it happens, I dined with him I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through.
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. It might take you the wrong way.
I'm roboting into hell.
Go.
Gulp.
Go.
Sorry, I had I suffered through like a frame skip for a second there.
I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client.
My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney.
This is opening. This is anime.
And today is my first trial.
I'm Yoshikage Kira.
Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. The boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way.
Do you want to be bum ass Phoenix? Try.
I could be bum ass Phoenix, yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, give me a second.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's all up to you.
First trial, nervous, beating him, cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something? Help?
So you're...
Fine, I'm fine.
Ah, Mr. Fine, is it?
He dresses like me.
I don't remember you having an odd name.
Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin's a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend, so why?
You'll see.
Don't look at the camera like that, bro.
You can do it. Be confident.
I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean,
It's time, shall we?
yes, sir. Okay. I need to focus. First trial, here comes justice.
Does he say that before every trial?
I mean, so far, yes, because it's 1 for 1.
I'll be the judge.
No way, I want to be judge. I don't want to be bum-ass Phoenix.
You don't want to be Bonus Phoenix?
Court is now in session.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor!
Toad? Toad? What? I can't believe Toad is in this.
The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice. And this is your first trial?
Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine. Really. Really.
Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Ahem. Mr. Gavin?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was under the impression that you would be... Yes?
That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Well, of course he wants justice.
What the
But for justice case it is Greenhorn. Why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're both the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine, but does he have swords of steel?
Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom.
Christ.
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we have to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
Since you don't want to be bum-ass Phoenix, should I be bum-ass
You
Phoenix?
can be bum-ass
Okay.
Phoenix.
I mean, it makes sense since you voiced him last time.
I voiced everyone last time.
Yeah, that's the joke.
And it put
No,
me
I
to sleep.
voiced Larry Butts.
Let's put the past behind us, shall we?
Well, don't give him a shadow voice.
why?
I think
Why
you should
not?
be Sonic.
You should be Sonic.
Because he's not Shadow, he's Sonic.
Shadow's far deeper than that. Sounds like he's always constipated, too. Or like he's one of the Men in Black parodies from Johnny Test.
You know, why is the person with the Phoenix with the bum ass Phoenix Wright reactive and not voicing bum ass Phoenix Wright?
Yeah.
Because why would? What? No, there is no bum-ass Phoenix, right? What you talking about?
Wow.
You look just like me.
We
No,
were
you look
matchmaking
just
for a
like me.
second.
Alright. These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player.
Mr. Wright? How could this have happened?
Fucking judge reactive.
I won't speak of it further then. Don't talk about reactive either. If the
floating.
prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
Oh, it's always this guy. He's the only
I
other
saw you
character
enter this room as a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see.
Ahem.
The crime occurred being.
The crime occurred at the Boys Boat Club, a Russian restaurant.
Fucking locked in for a second.
The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham, on the head. Smack, killed him cold.
Oh, oops.
What, my line, you fucking bitch! A customer at the restaurant, you say? A defendant, you say he was?
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright, a pianist?
This is the weapon they took the victim's life, a bottle of grape juice. What is there?
Legally distinct grape juice.
Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
The court accepts this deadly bottle as evidence.
Grape juice bottle used as the murder weapon.
Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record.
Swing on makes you feel ready.
Make a practice of checking it frequently.
The court record. Right. I've heard of that.
I played the game.
Use the E key. You can go back and see my line. Use the E key. Look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this.
Right. Just use E. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action.
So the
Not
victim was
follow-
a customer at this
Guys did
restaurant.
that.
Who's that woman in the gallery? Shut up, woman! But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow?
We believe it was a traveler, Your Honor.
A traveler?
According to his passport, he'd been out of the country for a number of years. He'd only returned to his country recently, although his place of residence is unclear. Next line.
And he had some sort of a connection with the defendant.
That too is unclear at present, Your Honor. Next line. We believe they first met at the Board Folk Club on the night of the crime.
If they'd only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing?
That doesn't appear to have been the case.
I don't know if you have like water next to you.
No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean.
Alright, let's take a look here. Damn!
As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Next line.
Next time.
Wait a second. Next line. Isn't poker gambling?
You perked my interest.
That's a crime in and of itself.
Wait, ain't that bad?
Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
Hey.
Is it true the defendant was engaged in the game in the game of poker?
Melts
with the-
again.
It was only that, a game, in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor.
Hey, competition,
Yeah.
fuck you!
Go back so the prosecutor may say his line.
I did say my line. It was a competition.
You said it in time.
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs rise in blue flames. No, its final outcome.
Wow. Wow, line
Judge Live is-
skipping.
Let's
What the
go
hell?
back. Oh my god! The cards on the table are blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing for wax in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women and men.
You added a couple
Oh.
words there.
That would be our first order of business here then. To find out more about this fatal game of cards, you will not speak unless spoken to, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held on the night of the crime.
My pleasure.
This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing.
Here comes justice!
Here comes justice.
Mr. Justice, if you could not come in the courtroom, please.
The cum
I
petition.
need to get hands on.
Wait, ain't that bad?
I am pianist by trade. Yeah, I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy.
Next slide. A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it.
Christoph Gavin. No swearing.
No swearing in the courtroom.
Say the line again.
Oh, you're right. You're sweating bullets.
Well, bullets? Where?
In your speech. Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy too.
My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
What the fuck was that?
That was him fucking logging on.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. No, you've never done one yourself, have you? Careful refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in cross-examination? No thanks.
No first.
Yeah,
No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered.
I think you better do more.
I'm fine. The lines of skipping are ready for battle.
My bad.
I think you better do more than that than think. You know it, or you do not.
I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. Here
He
comes
is ready to be pressed.
justice. My weapons, press and present.
You dirty rat.
Is in any lies in the testimony and reveal them to the court.
I thought he said no.
That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Inconsistencies? lies? Phoenix Wright? As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Oh, he's a press.
You can hardly play? You can hardly play?
Oh, I play sometimes when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want.
Was that supposed to be a boast?
The title of
No. Was that supposed to be
Pianist
my stream lagging for a second?
is a mask, a respectable face I will wear it for the world at large.
Then why are you really at the Bosch Ball Club?
My real job is to take on interesting customers at the E.
Hold it!
They pay you just to play poker?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all.
Do I have any pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
Yes. Your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston.
What?
I played poker for 7 years in that little room,
7 years.
and I've never lost. Once.
What?
You see why the customers come now. Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time?
As I said, I'm a professional.
Played poker for 7 years and not lost once? Is that even possible?
Press.
Hold it!
I gotta play like I'm playing the 3DS version where I need to hold Y and then speak into the mic. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction?
Has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
Black market?
On the past. Things like black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that very room.
A smoking room, gambling hoods, you know. Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window.
Don't call us that.
I can practically picture it now.
Did I not hear a coon just now?
That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else.
Room had a few other tricks to it. That was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean, fun. Ahem. Are we pressing?
Yeah.
Hold it.
Hold it!
I'll open.
New decks of cards?
A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor.
Hey,
Gustav Gavin!
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one form a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. Poetic, really.
incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue.
Did you already add that to show that you can use blue text now in conversations? As I recall, in poker, you have 5-card hands. I can see how it'll be easy to cheat.
Heh. Yes. Game of hands.
Huh?
Hey, Mom. This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of your game sufficiently.
That's right. It was a simple game, after all.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you're in the room the very moment the crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime?
Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules you're on. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
I completely let that one slip by.
Ahem. Ahem.
First off, Gavin.
Ahem. Ethan.
Don't despair, Justice. Sir? Right? There's something I'd like to make made clear. Namely, your case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you.
Sure, why not?
Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony.
Hold it.
Hold it! On the previous line! Silence?
Oh, oops. Defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law.
But why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage.
And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes?
Great. Like I didn't have enough to do already. Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony? Huh? Wait. Something he said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. Now, what was it? When you figure it out, I suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony. A contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony? But why? I better check the court record. Can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusion? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press. Right, I got it. I'm fine. I'm going to listen to that testimony again. Uh-huh.
Should I press the fifth
Missionary.
one?
Yeah, just in case. So you claim you weren't gambling? There's simply a game. You didn't bet any money? Not even a little?
The only thing at stake in our game was pride itself.
Oh, well put, Mr. Wright. I've got a mind to play a hand of poker myself. On a certain website, you know. The stakes your fate! Can we get back to the trial now?
No. Should I? I think.
My stream. There's the defendant. Fucking. Drink. Apparently it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. Wonder how well it goes borscht? Back. Bottle is completely empty. Must truly get all the dialogue's worth. Objection! So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon, this grape juice bottle? Right.
So I said.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Back again, pick it up.
Oh, it tries on mute.
You better know defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
I was getting there. By the way, I objected to it. Dumbass. Objection! I did a shot, Mr. Justice. I could hear you just fine. Well, my fucking... They just played all the sound effects really weirdly there. My visual's delayed. Give me a second. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears. And our case. But what about my court to steal? Anyway. What's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Well, that's true. What?
Prove a thing. If they're normal fingerprints.
Huh?
But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
Upside down? What does that mean?
It means he was holding the bottle inverted. And there can only be one reason for that.
Whoa!
It's going in slow motion to brain someone with a bottle. There we go. Ah!
Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh? I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottles of the court?
I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now.
Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
Sure, he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Reported? What does that mean?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that...
Really?
Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone.
Near the scene?
Let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
The victim is murdered in a small room in the basement, 2 floors down from the ground level.
Uh-huh.
Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in his hallway to go above ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see. And this is the phone that made the call?
Right cell phone answered the court rec. Used by the defendant to notify the police from the restaurant's first floor. Okay. The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen reported to the authorities. Can you claim he is being uncooperative? Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I better not waste time.
Waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toy? I assure you, no one is more serious about...
What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred.
Oh shit.
How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
Hee hee hee! You're as good as you say you are!
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime? Oh, they witnessed the crime. Witnessed that to fucking Apollopedia. Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice.
You get the court record.
Yes. Time of death was around 2 a.m. April 17th. Death caused by a single blow to forehead. The south basement of the photo. Ugh. Yep, auto printer on it. Mr. Print has it right side right. Oh, a note. What's this? Wow, the battery's being held in with a piece of tape. He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care. Boop doop doop. What's on this wire? Whoa. Victim's case traveler only reached. The prosecuting attorney, for all his experience, he lacks a certain presence. Are you ready? Wank.
Very well, you can skip my line.
Sorry.
I didn't realize this was a solo playthrough.
The witness will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
I surmise that she's been frightened by the fence's demonic-looking horns.
So use the little hair gel. Relax, people.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off.
Is Scarlet still here with us? Scarlet. I think she's asleep.
You are sure?
No, I'll be here.
Oh, cool. I don't have to do my shitty,
Are
Coos dub
sure?
impression.
I swear on my gavel. Please come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you are sure it's okay.
Ahem. Now, the prosecution. Wait a minute. Would the prosecution could explain the witness's, paraphernalia?
Yes. She's a professional, Your Honor. These are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be?
My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as a waitress in Borscht Bowl Club restaurant.
Then, why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht, that is, naming a restaurant. But I also perform, how is it said, other service?
I take it one of these other services taking the customer's pictures.
Like, for example, this one.
That's the defendant.
Indeed. On the night of the murder.
Man in white hat is one who gone kaput. That?
Indeed, that is the victim.
Victim? What? The victim? I didn't know there was a victim in this case.
Order! Order! That is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
Is same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers casually.
And the court will casually accept this to evidence.
Lucas' photo added to the court record. Bendit and Mr. Smith at the porch.
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
I was in room the hideout, we call it.
Excuse me? The hideout?
With a Y? Yeah, is room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested.
Need that back, cause nobody is wrong.
Is room where murder took place.
What?
Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. I will post by courtroom door later for you. that the photos will be numbered and you will write which ones you want a copy of.
There were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means...
Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about this night's events.
Bing bing. Wow. That fateful night.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man flew at the victim and is strangling him to death.
Incidentally, who won the game?
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
Objection! That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose. Justice? Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he hadn't lost in 7 years. Listen,
Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose my first case ever as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here. These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. The hand of chip to this side belonged to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say? Like,
I
What are
mean
you
yes.
eating?
No, I mean Maltesers. I mean yes. Imagine the poker's war.
wow, cultural appropriation pain, that's kind of controversial.
Shut your fucking mouth, you stupid fucking bitch. Your hand is your arm, and your chips are the spoils.
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
I think he means poker face. Poker face, poker face.
Looking at this picture, there's a pair that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table.
Chip's photo added to the court record. Defendant victim's chips when crime took place.
Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
I think I have an overall idea of where to fucking objection at.
And do it, bitch.
At night, customer asked me to deal cards for game.
Hold it! What kind of cards? What kind of game? You were dealing cards? Do you do this often?
I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything borscht, cards, more borscht.
What is borscht anyway?
It is soup, is Russian soup. That is why I am Russian, da.
Oh.
It is my work, da.
It is good to hear a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Welcome you to Borscht Bowl Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitress.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination. Hey, do you know what this the abbreviation for this place is called?
Y'all know what shook the heads means? Cause I can't know to keep ones, and he didn't know. I mean, it ain't nothing bad. It's about borscht.
Hold it! It's already April. How could it be cold?
Bush Book. We-
Did I ruin it?
you ruined it. I'm sorry. We have Fred on authentic Russian restaurant theme.
No, think of that was low tier god now.
Outside it is city in spring, but inside it is always cold as Mother Russia.
No way am I going there. I hate the cold.
When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, da?
I thought she said she put cold borscht in their laps.
She did.
She did.
She's a fucking liar.
Hold
That's
it!
what-
You idiot! Stop fucking lying!
Hold it! Locket? Neck? His locket? Locket, like I talk it. Locket, like I talk it.
And believe it was good luck charm, da? He gripped it many times as he played that night.
Ew, too much information.
Yes, he must have felt though as carrying him to the moon and stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have that much left.
The defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket.
Of course, I knew that! It's probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
No, a locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what shape it's in. It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding?
So what happened next?
Then last hand is done, but
Hold
something
it!
terrible has happened, da?
I'm lagging! Something terrible? What? What was it?
Eek!
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Insert reference to that one copy pasta.
Now, Miss Orly, can you tell us what happened?
Wait.
Oh, I was so frightened that I was trembled with fear. That man flew at the victim and is strangling him to death.
Bucket. Present. Autopsy report. Objection! Objection! Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
Da, normal customers only chuck on borscht.
No, I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head.
Ah,
Miss Orly? Really now? Did you witness the crime?
I still got it though.
Damn! Wow, she really got that one. She must be really impressive.
Oh wait, my TV's turning off. I can't see the fucking screen. Mr.
Just use your eyes. We're right in front of you. Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
and everything. Wow, there's real echo in here.
Yes, it is in fact he was hit, Your Honor.
Fucking bounced off his fucking hat.
What the fuck?
Here's a picture we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? His head certainly was hit.
Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Okay. Yeah, he was bashed in the head with the bottle, but
But-
didn't break
but-
over it.
I've seen it. It happened. He lunged at victim his neck.
Oh, really, Miss Orley? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found a contradiction. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. Seems you should continue the cross-examination.
There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
Oh boy, cross-examining time again.
Could you check the picture of him being hit on the head again?
Yeah. This one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hold it! You didn't say anything about hitting before.
So sorry, you must be forgetting this stuff.
Witness, you was in greater care with your testimony.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Here, call me that.
That clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. I believe the defendant made to strangle the victim, then changed his mind. I chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely.
So he strangled him, then hit him? Something's fishy about all this. Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do. Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, J.D. Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley. If Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, Orley.
Do we, present here?
I think it's I think it's present the photo, the blunt thing on the. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where
This one?
to object with, but like, it'd be crime photo 2 about like. No, not yet. It'd be the photo 2, but it's either about him getting hit in the head with the bottle, or them saying they were playing with hats on the whole time. Because how could it be hit through the forehead if he was wearing a hat the whole time?
Well, you know, they may have strangled him and then the hat fell off.
But she never said that. She never said the hat fell off during the fucking strangling.
Yeah, well, she didn't say he
Hat
died.
removed during investigation. The hat was on the
during
whole time.
investigation. I mean, the hat was on his fucking corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's either objection here or hat's on the whole time.
Why would it be hats on the whole time?
Because he's the dent in his forehead. How could there be a dent in his head if he was hit over the head?
It can still fucking kill
he's
you.
wearing a
I don't know, man.
This shit makes no sense.
Fine.
He plays the whole time with his hand on his locket. Hand on locket. Just wait a fucking second.
Oops, second.
Was there another photo of like them in color?
This one?
Okay. Okay, they're talking. He's wearing a locket.
Wait.
Yes.
I noticed like a contradiction. I don't know if it'll get us anywhere. It's supposed to be cold, but this motherfucker has the dogs out. Is he just
Confirmed.
goated or?
That one Phoenix dev that loves his toes.
Yeah, he wants to show the whole world his toes, I guess.
Okay.
Should I present this? I don't know.
Not yet. No, or not. No.
He
Just
says-
strip. No. Can I look at the photo too?
This one?
Zoom in. Yeah. Where's the locket?
Oh shit. Is it on in this one? It
It's on
isn't.
there.
No, it isn't.
Never mind.
Oh, there we go.
The whole time with his hand on locket his neck.
You back? Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. No, that was
Well-
my internet pooping out. I guess the evil Wi-Fi stealing printer turned itself on or something evil like that again.
Okay, so when's that photo taken? The one in color?
Before the game. I
This
think.
was before the murder. When they were just
Well, I know it's
chatting.
Murder.
No, this is upstairs because there's the piano.
Oh, it is.
Interesting.
Because there's no
Okay, so that's
piano
probably-
here.
Yeah, because that's the second floor basement.
Wait, can I see like the floor
A
plan?
single blow
No.
to forehead.
You showed the floor plan, but I can't see it anymore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a piece of evidence, just like a thingy.
It was just here's where it happened.
I'm gonna just present the locket and the locket not being on.
Well, what if it's like, depends on what photo it is. What if it's really sensitive about that?
Should I do this one then, since it's the newer one?
Well, I mean,
I
if
hate
you would have presented
what?
the crime photo one earlier, then you wouldn't have gotten this picture because you would have skipped this picture. So I'm pretty sure it's this picture.
Okay.
If that's what you're going for.
Objection! You know, there was one curious part in your testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what is you thinking so intensely about? Sorry, I forgot that was me.
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you're not about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. Grammar Nazi.
Don't say that on
No,
the
but look
stream.
at this photograph.
Look at
Every
this
time I look at it, it makes
photograph.
me laugh. Because there's an obvious contradiction right in it.
My stream's lagging.
Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean?
I really believe this witness's testimony as is. And the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. Quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off. No. Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Oh!
Eric.
That's
Oh,
kind of fucking
strangling.
stupid. Why would he do that? It's not his locket.
Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Stop oroforming, sir.
Yes.
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Come again?
Is that right? You have a daughter?
We confirmed at the time of the arrest. The picture locked was indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
Mr. Wright has a locket, too?
Should I get one?
Why don't I buy that? This is just a coincidence.
No, if the result... Okay. Well now, if the result of the poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should look a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Play a good game like Outriders do.
I heard there's a really good rundown right now, guys.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly.
Badly my ass. They both had fucking full houses, bro.
Full house, but fucking they win with the higher cards.
Ellipses.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the gameplay between the victim and defendant.
Duh.
Witness testimony. Serious competition.
The game began with 3,500 points in chip for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. From moment last was decided, defendant grabbed bottle from table end.
And what? Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must be the bitter pill to swallow.
Hero pill.
Fuck you!
Oh, but how many times have I heard these words? I did it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I've done. A common tale, but true.
Methinks.
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. The Wright said he hasn't lost 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong.
Hold it!
You wanna hold it on this?
Hold it!
Okay.
Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used?
No, not special. Usual game, usual rules.
If each member given 3,500 points, then the total would be... Exactly 7,000 points.
Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division.
House chips come in two sizes, small and large.
Hold it! What color are they?
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Duh, of course.
Huh? Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Press harder. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips?
Explain what is there to be explained.
Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block, nor a motorcycle cop.
Dang. Now that I pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even?
Yeah, as I have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. And perhaps for Kevlus to understand. 2 types of chip. 100 points chip and 1000 points chip. It's not money da.
Justice? Sir! Don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. Now, just listen to me, Hassan. I mean, Apollo. I'd have it added to her testimony myself. I'm not changing the voice last night. That was just a one-time bit.
Well, does the defense want the witness to add to her testimony?
Add to testimony. Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to testimony. I wish you knew where I was going with this.
Very well, witness, if you would be so kind.
Your honor. One kind of chip is worth 100 points and other kind worth 1000. 2 kinds in all.
Okay.
What was the claim?
3,500 points in total. Or
7,000
like each
total.
player gets 35. Yeah, each player starts with 3,500 though. So
Are there any
there should
chips
be
on
at
the
least
ground? No, there aren't.
photo and color, probably with the hand. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's only 100 and fucking 1,000. Logistically, there should be fucking.
I'm assuming
The black ones are.
worth less. Right? Because there's more of them?
Okay, hang on. Let me do some math real quick.
Because if the red ones are worth 1,000 each, right?
Yeah.
That's 6,000.
Oh wait, my mic was bugged out. Shit.
And then the black ones are worth 100. That would be.
100, 200.
There's 10 of them, so it would add up to 7,000. I guess it just really depends
But
on
that also
what she
means
says, what colors
Phoenix
are
is
worth what.
winning here in this play.
You're right. Just keep, like, I guess just keep reading through this, just in case.
Okay. Do you want to just press this one in case?
Yeah. Okay! Because it'll probably be like, what colors are what? Mr. Gavin said this. Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why.
Mr. Justice, do the court a favor and think of what you would have to say before raising your hand. You're not in kindergarten.
Sorry, I'm fine. I'd better think of something to ask. And quick. The 2 types of chips.
Yeah.
Small ones are 100 and the big ones 1,000. Right? Right? Of course.
Don't waste our time!
Is that all?
Yeah. Oh, great. Mr. Gavin made me stop her. Now I'm the one who looks dumb.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, Justice? Please try not to embarrass me like that. Huh? Who? Me? There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. What? It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on. Try it.
So we were right.
We're not in kindergarten after all. Calculation?
This is a present. This is an objection.
Objection! You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure?
A glass
These are no
picture.
attorneys defending
It's
their
not
views.
you won. If you're in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you please explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
Why the big ones, of course. Duh!
Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up.
That totals?
Mm-hmm. Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips. And, as my screen is loading, the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see. 3 plus 1 carry the 5.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, shit,
Get
then you
out!
add them up.
How much is it?
Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Oh,
That fucking stupid accounting.
But why? How could this be?
Exactly. Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why. Right. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Starting points are wrong. Chip count was wrong. Both right.
Chip count was wrong? Your starting points were wrong.
I don't know, cause like
What's
I
wrong
don't, I don't.
Okay, starting
The
point
problem is that
wrong.
if it's like the amount of chips are correct, right? Because they're both if we think about it one way, they add up to 3,500 each, and that adds up in total to 7,000.
Yeah.
It's not that the chip count's wrong. It's just like the fucking how we're calculating the fucking points is off.
So, would we just do starting points were wrong then?
We both started with different amounts.
Problem is that like this doesn't answer the freaking problem with it. It's not what it. It's not the freaking. It's not the problem with how many points they started with, or how many chips there are. It's the problem of what we consider the values of them.
I'm just gonna say that means chip count was wrong. Like maybe they mean like the chip counting for points was wrong.
I think chip count means there's like, oh, this is not all the chips.
Fuck it, chip count. The odd thing here is the number of chips, right, Mr. Gavin? Why are you asking me? The music stopped. Just in case? Justice, it's your case I'm concerned about. If you're wondering about the chips, just look at the photograph. It's all there. Even our judge with his failing eyesight could count them.
What the
That's not
fuck?
It's the only thing failing judge.
Let me ask you again.
Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Both were right.
I guess we could just say both were right.
There's a fucking illusion of choice. That was not the original choice. It's like both things were off.
No, it wasn't. It said both were right.
If all the chips are indeed shown in the photograph, then there can only be one answer.
Or what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around. I hate how that question was worded. Those choices were worded.
What? You did hate that? I thought it was cool.
Want to know what I think? The small chips are worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness! Utter madness!
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up. Whoa, maps.
Is everyone in the room fucking stupid? Excellent
Yeah.
work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it.
But wait! Value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing!
Indeed, the victim did have the larger number of chips still. Ah!
Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table.
Ah! Ah!
The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and Mr. White had 4,200 points. Holy shit!
Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all.
That's impossible!
That's a ping. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning!
Yeah!
Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you?
He. Oh, she got it again. Oh, she got it.
Whoa.
Order! Order! It appears the defendant has lost his motive. Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
Nah.
Must now ask ourselves whether we can trust.
Said Holy.
Excuse me,
Hold
what
it.
is it, Miss Orley?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Miss Orley? What do we see?
in the last hand, there was cheat.
Are you fucking serious?
A cheat? You don't mean... a trick?
For a treat.
What do you mean? A scam?
They're all the same thing.
Yes, there was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are.
Right. Just right. First we have lying, now cheating. Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. Wouldn't you agree? For the interesting.
Witness, you will now please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
The final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. Next moment, game becomes argument there. The defendant's trick was exposed. Took bottle in his hand, poor Mr. Smith.
No.
Bitch, please. Miss Orley.
Why, D? Do you not tell the court about this from the very beginning?
Dot.
I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers.
A full house is a very high-scoring card. I mean, hand. Shit. Not easy to make in my experience.
That alone is enough to expect that scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house? Are you fucking serious?
Lawyers these days. Don't you know your poker?
I can't see this board was for your case or career.
But I'm an attorney, not a... What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring? Just... You know the terms one pair, two pair, and three of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. Two cards with the same number makes a pair, and three makes a three of a kind. Good. Now picture a hand with one pair and one three of a kind. It's not too complicated, you see, Hoseo. I mean, Apollo Fuck, sorry. That's a full house. That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
You can see it's Peter's hand in this photo.
Wow, they both have full houses.
We forget. There's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. Sorry, I was far too.
If he did cheat in the last hand, that's still one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Also, there's nothing suspicious about that. There's no repeat suits in those hands.
The last hand, both men had full house.
Hold it!
How hard is it to make a full house anyway?
Why this? It is quite hard,
I am Badler. No, I'm good. I'm still here. Hello?
Hey.
Mr. Wright, you have a
Okay.
line to read. I mean,
I
fuck,
said the line.
Fuck!
No, you didn't.
I said the line. I did. I guess that's right. I said it. I said it my line, and then I immediately put in my custom line immediately afterwards.
You literally
Very
cut out
difficult
for
to
me,
be
Mike,
sure.
so I didn't hear you.
I may be lying.
I think you are.
You can take my word as the book and the courtroom number 3.
My lord. Very difficult, but is not impossible.
Okay, full house. Hard. This line of questioning, a waste of time.
There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king.
Uh-huh.
If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious.
Back.
Then back.
Hold it!
How was it clear?
Sorry. Well, the defendant... He played the fifth ace.
Fifth ace? A fifth ace?
I still remember both hands very well.
Ah, that hair must be natural, because you're legally blonde.
Mr. Smith's had this 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's 2.
Obviously, cheating was afoot. Or I should say, a hand!
They play with 2 decks. Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke.
No!
My fucking ears, bro. I'm gonna be right back.
And
Sorry,
maybe
give
it
me a
would-
second.
And maybe it would also be best if Mr. Payne would reduce the gain of his microphone or his distance from it. Actually, no, increase the distance from it.
Okay, bro! You wanna talk? You wanna talk about your vocals of justice or whatever the fuck you're calling that shit? Fuck you!
No. That is not at all what I'm implying, sir. All I
Yeah, but that's what your stupid little attorney friend's saying beside you!
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
No, I heard him! He said in a voice of justice or something like that!
For the record, I said chords of steel and that was in my head. I never said that out loud. Dumbass.
Yeah, well, I read the blue text! I read the blue text!
Well, don't do that next time.
Okay, fair enough.
I think, in the retrospective sense, I think for the reactives of this, I think Stella would be better off using us as like separate layers rather than a group. That way, like the characters that have their fucking portraits get cut off don't just levitate over the ground, you know?
I can do this. I can do this.
No, it's
I
mainly
use my
talking about.
locket to fly up.
I was gonna say for me, it's just kind of, it's off from myself when I actually have Apollo. That's why I'm just using fucking Battler instead.
I'm flying behind this table. Can't you tell?
Yeah, of course I could tell. This guy's fucking silly. I meant to say stupid, but I said silly for some reason.
You're so stupid, Apollo.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, dude! Fucking resign already!
You fucking sit in my face, huh? Sit in my face!
I just said to your face, you fucking little bitch lawyer face! It turned out you're fucking right!
Is it really that loud? Damn it. Perhaps my sensitivity was just... Or maybe he's the sensitive one. Eh?
I like that one. I like that one, Apollo. I mean, Mr. Justice.
Okay! Okay, Apollo!
Okay. Okay, Cordy. Justice Bob.
That's right! You know, Apollo, Justice, whatever I refer to you. Yes, sir? I'm not really a fan of that comment you made about the abbreviation of the murder scene.
Actually, I wasn't a big fan of that either, Mr. Justice.
I was just asking out of curiosity because, you know, for simplicity's sakes, what people don't want to say, big Borscht Club every 3 seconds. What if they just want to reduce it to something more
It
convenient?
was Borscht Bowl Club!
Oh, Borscht Bowl Club. My mistake. I'm gonna sick my covenant on you. Like I said, why is there an autoplay feature in this game? But like, what if it autoplays past the dialogue you were trying to press on?
As far as I know, from like the Great Ace Attorney, which came out before this on PC,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you get to like set it to be a certain amount of time between each message.
Ah. Oy, oy, oy. No, not gonna lie, like I was so used to the old sound effects from like the original trilogy, is that I didn't expect them to like I didn't expect the dual destinies sounds to be used for the main menu.
I'm bad.
Well, I mean,
kinda threw me-
it's the Dual Destinies game after this one,
Yeah.
like in the collection.
Yeah.
Very well. Would just add this detail to a testimony, please.
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces and Mr. Wright's 2. It is 5 aces in all.
Hold it! A 5th ace. Second floor basement.
Ah, it should not exist, no. I still remember both hands very well.
But like,
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's 2. Oh shit. Judge.
Well, where did this card come from then?
Perhaps we should ask the defendant that very question. Adding cards to attack is no less serious of a taboo than forging evidence in a court of law.
now, perhaps it's time for you to say something, Justice. You bet! I've no intention of staying quiet. Not me! No, sir! I'd better find some contradicting evidence fast.
The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed.
Hold it! Do you recall what the men were arguing about?
I believe so. The victim, he shouts, "You are a cheater," and then defendant shouts something like, "I have objection."
Shouting objection, eh? Old habits are hard to break. First the bluffing his way. First he bluffed his way through the courtroom. Now he bluffs his way through life.
Objection! However, Mr. Wright lost the hand. That seems to cast a shadow down on Mr. Smith.
Humiliation from losing even when cheating. That is what set fire to defendant's heart.
What did the flaming defendant do next?
You know, it's not cool to call someone flaming just because they are gay.
What? But he has a daughter. How can he be gay? Justice? Yes? Clavier? I mean, sir? What year is it? 20XX, sir. And do you know what's allowed in 20XX? Anything and everything? And anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea? Shut the fuck up. Get back to work.
And perhaps
bad.
you two would like to get back to your fucking jobs?
Right. Break!
He took bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith.
Hold it. Which hand?
Price?
Hold it! By bottle, are you referring to this bottle?
The defendant uses this bottle to sob.
It's not, eh?
This behavior is admission of cheating by the defendant. Next line.
But why use a grape juice bottle?
Why don't you just shoot him?
You'd be surprised though I can be used as a weapon.
Yeah, like the Thinker statue, but it was actually a clock
Like-
twice.
Clocks and lamps and fences and actual guns. And then, like, just
A
getting
cinder
pushed off a
block.
cliff. And also, like, if you were fucking just stabbed. And,
Or just- Or just standing there and then you bleed out from your mouth.
This is recommended drink of Bush Bowl Club. Da. Fuck. This era's vintage is remarkable for its hefty flavor.
Hefty's the name of a garbage bag brand. Hefty enough to brain a grown man, apparently. First she says it was serious competition, now she says there was cheating. Fucking stupid. Justice. Notice anything odd? Her testimony keeps changing, now she says the defendant cheated. Actually, yes, I had noticed that. Let's get the truth about this cheating first, shall we? Right, leave it to me. So, Wright mentioned earlier that they used two decks,
Yeah.
a blue one and a red one. Does that mean they combine the cards of both decks, or do they just...
They alternate, so they use the blues, and then the next hand they'll use the reds. So
Ah,
if you kept like a card from the last hand, you can use it again later.
right, because when they look at the backs of each other's cards,
They'll just see the other color, yeah.
but then they would have recognized it right away because they're looking at each other's cards, right? Because they have like these many cards and like I'll do this or something, right? You would see it clear as day before they even like did the showdown that he had a fucking card that shouldn't be there. Because the back of
Yeah.
it would be a different color.
Uh-huh.
Is that's what I'm confused about, because like I know it's something to do with like the cards, right? Like, you know, the fact that I think the evidence is going to be the blue deck.
Okay, well, usually, right, if you have
Uh-huh.
a defendant, like, amend their testimony, it's about that line specifically. So if you go
Ah.
back to what she said, or what she added to her testimony, and then compare it to what you have,
5 aces. Next.
Was it this one, that one that was added?
yeah, that's the one that got added.
But didn't we already press this one?
No, you pressed the one before this one, this is what you got from it.
Because also he goes like a 5th ace.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, it should
this
not
would be
exist.
the one you would usually, like, be like, no, here's the evidence to fuck you over.
So remember, it clear as day. 3 aces, 2 aces. What word this 5th one? Yep, forging evidence. Haha. Perhaps it's time for you to say something. Okay.
So is this just a present moment here?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. What cards are we working? What evidence are we working with?
Good one, Mr. Right. I fuck Mr.
had-
Justice.
But there's not, though.
Yeah,
There isn't?
fucking
That's a contradiction.
objection. I was gonna say like, yeah. What do you call it? It completely wiped my memory. She fucking gaslit me by saying the fucking different hands there, because like I remember like there's only 4 aces in total, because it's like the fucking pairs for both hands were aces, and the other like the things of that Nick had fucking 7s, while fucking shoddy had fucking king. It appears the witness is mistaken, and so is the person voicing me.
Mistaken, but my name.
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony.
But the foot of the chips, is it not?
Justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend, aka kindergartner. In other words, use your finger to point out your point, aka use the touchscreen, the mouse.
Yes, please point out the point of contradiction. What particular
What
point of
particular-
contradiction?
what-
That's my line.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was in green text, so it threw me off. Take that! Wait. Does that count? Why, it's here, of course!
It's where? That's Mr. Right Hand. There was nothing wrong with it, I don't think.
Where's that you're pointing? Where? Good question! Boing.
We already heard it there on the blipping.
Sorry, Your Honor, I'd better rethink this.
I think you best point out what particular point contradicts the witness's testimony.
Can I get a history on that testimony real quick?
No.
Oh, wait. Who? She
The
said,
witness said he had. Yeah.
Miss Orley, in your testimony, I was looking at the wrong aces, my bad. You made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only had 2 aces.
Well, maybe the witness is simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the third ace in question.
Anyone at once? Objection! Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. You know, like I pointed out first. And then you're like, well, what are you talking about, bro?
Because he didn't say he didn't have 2 aces.
Where's his 5th ace? I see cheating alright, and it's going on right here in this courtroom! Wow, that's a fucking stupid comeback.
2 aces in each player's hand. Hardly proof of cheating.
My bad. Wait, please. It is true, I have seen it. The 5th ace.
Mike.
There was cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all— she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instinct. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards?
The cards?
Mr. Payne.
Yes?
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well. The prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
These cards don't prove cheating was going on. Nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious?
Luckily, we can check the court record.
Defendant and victim. Okay, which hand is more suspicious?
Maybe the one that had 3 aces, but now it has 3 kings.
Probably because, that's the one that hasn't changed. I say the victim's hand. Boom. It was the victim's hands that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards.
Very well, Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well.
Received evidence, victim's hand. Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice.
No, just click on this next dialog box, please.
And
please.
flippy dippy. Only one of the cards has a blue back. I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so not red, Sure, coach, whatever you say. Yes, sir! I already looked at it. Fuck. Let me look at it again. When examining evidence, be sure to view it at all angles. Try using up, left, right, down. That should give you a better perspective on the case, and my lag. Oh well. Okay, let's do this. Let me reset my perspective real quick.
The thing we already saw.
Whoa!
What?
What? Your Honor, look at this! One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color!
That was my Ricky Now impression.
It's impossible. I said something very quick about cheating.
What was that, Miss Orley?
No, yet. I merely said, eek.
Your Honor. Judge,
Mr. Gavin, yes?
tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker?
To cheat?
I'll tell you. Yeah. That's a bomb threat in the fucking courtroom. One merely needs a friend. A comrade, shall we say.
Everybody out!
The dealer. My bad, I forgot it was my line.
Oh!
Wait, so you mean... This witness, Miss Orley... She's the cheater. Professional, I'd wager.
Yeah.
Wow, this is getting really interesting. Wow. Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistake.
What the
I shall
fuck,
force
Apollo?
myself upon her. Your Honor.
I'm gonna R-word you in facts.
Please recall the testimony we just heard. That still reminds me of the time I watched Into the Woods for the first time and I heard that word.
That's impossible. But I put that card in Red's hand.
Right now you're useless to me. Ergo, Miss Olga Orley conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shoddy Smith.
Shady.
Fine, I'll say it's Shady. I don't know why I'm switching to the Yu-Gi-Oh pronunciation of the other character be named Shoddy.
Ooh.
Shady like a melody.
Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine altercation between her and the victim.
What?
Wait, you don't mean... The first is accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you?
Time for justice. There are 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means... I am.
You're
I-
guilty? You're
The defense
guilty,
accused the
Mr.
witness,
Apollo?
Miss Olga Orly, of murder.
No, I think I heard you say you're guilty, bro.
I actually didn't catch it.
Mr. Payne, where's your witness, Miss Olga Orly?
It appears you lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice?
Time for me? I mean, yeah? Your Honor.
It seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith.
And that means...
This court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What? Next line.
I did it. I held out. Mink.
I see no point in prolonging the trial this day.
Oh, the tutorial case takes more than 1 day.
Prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
That's a good one. Oh. Damn, Regal. Mr. Wright?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Mr. Regan?
Objection! There. You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. It's a first trial. They can't take more than 2 days. 1 day. Fuck.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Think. What if the cards had a different color back? Don't you wonder what it means?
Well, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous!
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous.
And he looks so confident about it, too.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night.
As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night.
That was said before!
Because we're restating the facts, dumbass.
The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Bro.
Why use different colored back?
If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed.
You use different colors and they still got mixed up.
We used the red deck for the last game.
I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you're using the blue cards.
Yeah, me too. Sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever! In the end, 1 card and 1 color got mixed into the mix. Which means there was cheating!
Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet this card raises 2 serious questions. Paolo?
Yes?
Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped?
When?
There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, ... after the murder.
Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course we swapped.
Oh. It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped?
When was the card swapped into the deck? Before, during, or after? What does the court record have to say? So basement. Can't tell what color the deck is.
I mean, you know, if you just think back to a conversation we had about the cards and what an issue we had with them, I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, wait. The deck here is blue.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that fucking... Then there's the dead guy, the dead picture of Shady. And the cards in his hand are red. Except for one. Most of the cards swapped in the deck. I could have swore I gave the card to Wright, what she said. So, I don't think it's afterwards, and I don't think it's exactly during the murder.
Okay, but do you remember when we were like, how would you cheat if there's 2 colors?
Yes, that you would see the back of the cards before you'd even... Like, it wouldn't even matter, like, what's on the other side of the card. You know something's up by looking at the back of it.
Yeah. Do you think Phoenix is stupid enough to say nothing during the whole game?
No.
Do you think Shady Smith is stupid enough to be like, oh, you played a card that I also have, and also the back of it is blue?
No, so it must have happened afterward, because they both would have fucking called it out during it if they actually had their legitimate cards. Thing. I feel kind of dumb. Perhaps it happened after the murder?
What? What's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly! Objection! I meant to say stupid.
Objection! Yes, but tell me. How do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Take it from me, son! There's a lot of silly in this world, but it's very little impossible.
Yeah, I know, because you look in the mirror every day. Oh? Even when the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time.
Quite true. I mean, the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. After the murder.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would want to do that?
Indeed, that's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another?
Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. who swapped the red card for the blue card.
Who? The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only 2 remain in the room. Alive, that is. And my connection's fading away. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? Phoenix Wright, Olga Orley, someone else. Well, I wouldn't think Phoenix Wright would bother swapping the card of his opponent, because Olga directly said that I could have swore I slid that card into Phoenix's hand, into Wright's hand. So
Is it
maybe
Olga?
it was Was it Olga that swapped the card?
I think so.
That's what I think. Why, it must have been Olga Orley who swapped the card. She was trying to cover up evidence of the cheating.
That does make some sense.
Hold it. Sorry. But there's a problem with the explanation.
Huh?
The swapped card was from the wrong deck.
Yes, a blue card was stuck into a red hand.
Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors. Remember that you're talking about Olga Orley. She was the dealer. You really think she would make such a novice mistake?
I mean... I actually have trouble imagining even the judge making that mistake.
Give it a little more thought, Paulo.
Right. So who was that swapped the record?
So, was it just a
Someone
badass
else.
different character?
Yeah, just obviously it's the introduction of another person entirely. The one who swapped the cards was Miss Wright, of course. And well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either.
What are you suggesting?
Pardon me. That's hardly a
That's
logical conclusion, I'll admit.
Mr.
Thank
Gavin?
you. Thank you. As a defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe that she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card.
And the card was swapped. The card was swapped during the game. It'd be obvious.
Heh, 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 heh.
Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun this all is.
Fun? How about confusing? I've got no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Mr. Orley, then who was it?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it?
Precisely.
Huh?
I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. We've had that indeed after the murder. Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And someone made 2 critical mistakes.
I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong colored card.
Because the one who did the swap didn't know what 2 colors were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card.
Right. Person replaced the 5th ace with the king.
I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. All they knew was that that game had to be won, or game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist.
True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility of a 4th person. No, it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime.
What?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright.
The trial has been stated on one central assumption. Namely, at all time of the incident, there was only 3 people in that room.
I believe this new evidence shall we say, overturns that assumption.
The problem is that you chose to conceal information from the court.
I suppose that's a problem, yes.
The court is adjourned for a brief recess. What? Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Very well, the trial will resume in 20 minutes. Keep that bum in shackles.
Wait, what? That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright.
Fuck.
Seems you've been also smoking cigarettes as well as drinking your grape juice, huh?
Disgusting! Take that shit outside!
No, wrong hole, drinking water.
I see. To suddenly claim there's another person at the scene of the crime. Just like that. I must ask, is it the truth?
Well, no, I think you'd know the answer to that.
Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoff.
Justice? Yes, sir. Judge has summoned me to his chamber, so carry on without.
You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
That locket you wear. Is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
Now that you were wondering about the victim's disappearing locket, here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
What do you think?
Huh?
You know what had happened 7 years ago. What I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think that I might cheat.
I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Wanna know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
Huh?
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case.
A poker is like trial law?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding!
That witness, for instance, Sorley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No. Come on, who'd notice that?
Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
But I'm not worthy! I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on those signals.
No, you can do it.
Huh?
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will. Soon. Almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
What? I knew it!
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power.
My, power? I had no idea that my cords of steel were that special.
I knew you had those! I knew it! I read the blue text! I knew it!
The real trial begins now. Do your best. To be continued.
Thank God. I'm tired.
Every current progress?
You actually tired, Troy?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want to stop for tonight?
Yeah,
Well, you can
I
keep
didn't.
going. I just, you know.
I didn't
No,
think.
I'd rather
I didn't think
stop for you. I've been at it for
I
like
didn't think the
2.5 hours.
first. I didn't think the first case would fucking have a save, like a to be continued point.
Yeah, same. It's pretty crazy.
It's a good case.
You want to the next chapter?
Next game.
Can't you see? I'm pointing at you. Well, I guess you are, so I'm pointing at you. Wow. Oops, I dropped it. Oh, that's bright. Oh yeah, rock out! And I'm also here.
It's me,
you don't know me yet.
Skylar, in the future.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That guy looked like AI that's Soninium file with the eyeball.
They're like,
No, he had a loop.
Apollo, I think
Well-
we're stuck in a time loop. You gotta break
I
it,
think so
man.
too. Yeah. There's only one thing left to do. Have the person that was supposed to voice
Oh,
me
that's right.
come up at the last second to be like, "Hey guys, what'd I miss?" You know, that's pretty stupid, but I think that just might work.